Hey, y'all. So we're back for another episode of Wheel of Fortune because Libra done took it twice in a row. Can't leave you guys like that. So let's see who else might need it. Cancer. All right, Cancer. Dice, additional important signs or placements. Ooh, we've got Sag. We've also got the moon, so Cancer energy. And 9th house, Sag again. Where did it go? There it is. Yeah. Double Sag and moon. So you may have multiple Sag placements. You could be a Sag stellium. You could have strong Cancer in your chart. You could have the moon in the 9th house. I mean, this is Cancer's reading too. So, I mean, this is all Sag and Cancer right here. Might be particularly important if you have a Cancer moon. Sag and Cancer through and through. All right. Let's see. I'm going to start with Harrow. And I was guided to go run in and get my Darkwood Tarot, so I've got that too. Hey again. Hey again. All right. Who do we got? This one's upside down. We got the winged serpent misaligned. The dance. Give me one more. And the juggler. The winged serpent reversed. Big sky is on the bottom. Snake bites on top. Winged serpent. It's lawful good. So misaligned, that's chaotic evil. But it's something about not seizing a moment or doing so ill-advised. Because the winged serpent, it's knowledge and prudence are their separate keeps but bridged by understanding. The 𝗏𝗏 on the card represents the bridge, knowing whether now is the time to strike. So this is someone with really bad timing. Is essentially what that comes down to. You have someone with really bad timing. And the dance is more of a circumstance than it is an individual. Okay, the dance is lawful good. It is a rich and delicate framework that, like the universe itself, requires everyone within it to abide by its rules, lest the entire construct collapses. It advises staying in perfect step, knowing your place in the greater good. Those who step out of the pattern do so at their peril. There is a divine order to things. And someone clearly doesn't know which way to go, right? Doesn't know what to do. Bad timing, right? They could make the right choice at the worst time or the wrong choice when it's the perfect time. Like it's the perfect time to make a choice and you make the wrong one. It's like person is impeccable when it comes to that. And then we have this very, very, by the book kind of order to things. It's the divine alignments. It represents the universe, right? The dance, you can see all the planets spinning around this individual, and they're a very like mystic kind of spiritual energy. This person, right? Dancing on the very tip of their bow, spinning. There's a reason why things have to be a certain way for things to work. And I think someone has missed every memo. Okay. The Juggler is the last card out here. It's chaotic good. The Juggler represents fate. The gods are those who play with the lives and destinies of others. If this Titanic Juggler can keep up the rhythm, they will achieve their goals. I think this person, because it's in the upright, would be able to achieve their goals. And I think this person, bless their heart, right? We've got this lawful good who is meant to be in alignment with lawful good, right? The dance and the winged serpent, but it came up in reverse, which makes it chaotic evil. So then we get this juggler energy, right? Whoever this person is, and they're chaotic, which means they're like a curveball or a wild card getting thrown in the system in order to change something for the better, right? Good aligned. I think the universe is well aware that whoever the misaligned winged serpent is, they have a really hard time. They have a really hard time with timing, right? They have a really hard time with making the right decision at the right time and not making a decision when it's the wrong time, right? And I think they're throwing in the juggler to help fix it. Let's get insight on that. Before I use that deck, I'm going to use this one, Field Tarot. I'll get to the dark wood in a second. We're going to peek inside the stick first. Spirit insight, please, for Cancer and or Sag. For Cancer and or Sag. Let's see. Especially if you have Cancer or Sag 9th house. What is going on? What is going on? The snake bite on top makes me a little nervous. And maybe you've gotten bit before. You know, every time you think you're free, big sky on the bottom, right? Something else comes up and feels like poison. You might actually be getting free of it this time. Give me one more. Okay. Clarities, please. For Cancer and or Sag. All right, so we also have Leo and Scorpio out here. We have Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, and more Sag out here. 4 of Swords is on the bottom. 2 of Wands is on top. Needing to take time to plan. Needing to take time to plan. Take it a layer deeper for me, please. Give me 2 more. And 1 more. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles. Top is the Ace of Swords. Okay. Okay. Got the Hanged Man out twice. You have to stop and think. And I think you have to stop and think on your own by yourself and not with other people. Like you might need to separate your energy away from other people and just think. You've got to be able to put in the work to make your vision a reality. Because I think if you start making decisions with someone else, even if the intention is good, if you're not making the decision by yourself and you're considering someone else, I don't think that would work out well. I mean, it's the Five of Swords with the Hermit in reverse and the Five of Discs. And this particular Five of Swords, like you could see the two women there, one's tied up and the other one is threatening them like, don't you dare leave, like you're not going anywhere, right? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Pentacles in the reverse with the Prince of Cups. Like something didn't yield results. It didn't yield a result and it's not giving. It's not giving. Like someone's sleeping on the job. Like you can't wait on whoever or whatever it is that is not giving to you. You can't base decisions off of someone who is not giving to you. They're not contributing. How can you base a decision off of somebody who is not contributing? Even if you love them, right? It's the Prince of Cups. You got to be really strong and make a judgment call. 3 major arcana. Hanged Man, Strength, Judgment. You got to take a risk on something. Because you trust yourself to do it. You're going to have to do some planning. But you do have to plan it on your own. And you really can't be taking someone else into consideration who doesn't actually warrant being taken into consideration. Like take labels off. Take labels off. Someone for the life of them cannot make the right decision. And your guides are trying to tell you, like, maybe you just need to make the decision and let it direct things. Like, teach someone else who doesn't know how to make the right decisions for themselves, who doesn't know how to contribute, right? Show them what it means to be authentic and bring yourself, literally yourself, to the table. How long is this going to take to plan? How long is this going to take to plan? Before they can actually, like, move forward with it. Cancer season. Cancer season. And you won't be alone. I got the Chariot with the King and the Queen of Cups. Cancer season. Any later than Scorpio season and you will have missed it yourself. The universe will have to try setting up the dominoes a different way. I think that you have until at least Cancer season. We're looking at July. End of June, going into July is Cancer season. And it's in divine. I mean, if you're catching this in divine time, it's Cancer season from whenever you're watching it. But if you're watching this in real time, it's May. Like you got at least 2 months to get ready for whatever it is that you want to do. Make connections, network with the right people, have conversations, right? See what will work with people who are in alignment and or willing to contribute. There is definitely one person in particular that you are basing decisions off of that is not, they don't need to be a part of the decision-making process. Not in this. That would be like, for instance, you wanting to move, but the person that you live with doesn't want to move, but they also don't pay any of the bills or any of the rent. They don't pay any of the bills. You pay all the bills, you pay the rent, you want to move. They don't, but they don't pay anything. No, I don't want to move. I want to stay here. Okay. But I pay the rent and I pay all the bills and I want to move. I don't want to be here paying for this and living here, you know, like I want to move and I pay for shit. So why would you not move and pay for something you don't want? You know, it's kind of like that. You got to connect with people who are on the same page, who are capable of stepping up for themselves. All right, let's get a guidance card. We're going to pull from the White Light Oracle. What does Cancer and or Sag need as guidance, please? What card above all others? That one. Okay. Seraph of 963 hertz. It's a beautiful card. I love the art in this deck. It's so pretty. Okay. Card number 21. 𝐴𝐴 is card number 22. I love that card. Okay. It says, Seraph of 963 hertz, which you can look up on YouTube. There are meditations of that hertz. It's amazing. Practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax Allow the spiritual grace that wishes you reorder your life to manifest its miraculous magic. Really. Let your heart relax and allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest its miraculous magic. The seraphim are angelic beings of extremely high vibration. They are angelic mystics in constant devotion and adoration of the divine. When we passionately fall in love with a divine face of luminous grace, whether it be a person who has entered our lives as if they've dropped straight from heaven onto earth, or we feel our heart awaken to new depths of love in meditation with our spirit guides, we are in harmony with the seraphim. When we go through a struggle and are somehow fortunate enough to recognize the protective and healing action of divine grace intervening on our behalf, we can shift to such gratitude we just want to kiss the sky and sing a love song to the universe. Then we are in touch with our own inner seraph. Some egos project their narcissistic wounding and lack of romantic imagination onto spirit, concluding that the divine must be rather vain if it wants swarms of angels flying about, constantly singing its praises. They don't understand that the divine asks for our love so it can give of itself to us. When we feel love, when we are in love, our hearts are open and receptive. The divine isn't interested in praise for its own sake, but for what we can receive when our hearts are opened by it. When you have a beautiful experience, fall in love, enjoy the best meal of your life, see a film that awakens your mind, do you not want to tell others about it? Our world can seem a bleak and spiritually barren place. We need jubilant, mystical hearts who know the secret of esoteric ecstasy and are divinely drunk in their celestial communion. We need you happily stumbling about as love-struck fools, startling our intellects with their most brilliant ramblings, opening our hearts with the purposeful passion. We need such loving delight with the divine. This oracle brings a message straight from the divine to you. Let me love you. Let me love you. The tone of 963 hertz unlocks the radiant luminosity of your light body. This body of light is the inner essence of your physical structure and yet is not constrained by it. Your light body is your internal interface between the spiritual plane and the physical plane. It is where healing, bliss, and inspiration flow unimpeded. The higher worlds transmit consciousness-raising light codes directly into your body of light, affirming your original soul note and preventing the ego from obscuring your spiritual light so that you can manifest your most authentic life path. This telepathy of light between spirit and your inner being gives rise to knowing without knowing how you know. This oracle guides you to trust such inner knowing, even if it doesn't always seem logical. Spirit is guiding you. Seraph of 963 hertz brings a message that the light and whatever it arouses in your heart and alights in your being with passionate gratitude and delicious hunger for more is powerful enough to capture, captivate, and heal you. In doing so, it opens the way to manifestation. Praises to our generous, graceful, and loving universe. You may say aloud, this is the healing process connected to the card. You may say aloud, or you can repeat it after me inside your head if you like, okay, as I say it out loud. May I connect with my own depth, sincerity, and gratitude for life. May my heart and its depth of love, capacity for awe and appreciation of mystery, be empowered and protected by the light. May I fall in love with the true beauty of my sacred life path. From the universal heart to my heart and to the hearts of all beings, may spiritual love and blessing flourish. It is my will, and so it is. Yeah. Allow yourself to really trust and flow a little more. It doesn't have to be the way you think. It can be more random. It could be more organic. It could be more raw. It could be more unfiltered. It could be a little less planned. Like Cancer, all of this is meant to really start rolling come your season, when the sun is back inside your sign, lighting up your house, right? Between now and then, especially because I think Jupiter's going to join you in there. Really talking about Sag. Jupiter's going to join you in there. And I think if you've had the hardest time, especially over the last several years, right? Because we only recently got rid of Pluto in Capricorn opposing your sign. That was hellish. As a Cancer moon and rising myself, that was hellish. That whole experience. And that's finally coming to an end, right? That whole intense period is coming to an end. Mars is out of your sign. Like there's going to be some really positive energy coming your way. So between now and then, get your ducks in a row. Think about what you want to do, where you want to go, how you want to do it. Trust that things will probably change for the better, even if you don't realize it at first. Everything's working out for a reason. If you have the base structure inside your head, Spirit will fill in all the details. Okay? And definitely meditate on 963 hertz. Tesla said you could discover the whole fucking universe if you understand 3, 6, and 9. And it's 963 right there, those numbers. I think you've got a lot of good energy going on. I think there's challenge for you. Which is good because it's going to give you this feeling of achievement. Because it wasn't easy. It wasn't necessarily super hard. But there is challenge to it. And I think you're going to rise to that challenge. And I think it's going to work out really well. And if you need an earth angel along the way, you got to be your own damn earth angel for a second. And let someone who typically steps into that role step aside for a second. Then do that. I think you'll end up with whoever your perfectly aligned counterparts are. Your soulmates in the highest. They're going to find you. They're going to find you along the way. Right now, take the time to really meditate on what it is you want. Thank the divine for getting you where you are. Thank the divine for taking you wherever you're going. Be open mind and ears, right? Open eyes. Universe wants to love you. It even said, let me love you. So I hope this helps. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.